Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We try to do that as often as we can. This is our Life Lessons series. This is Life Lessons number 198, and we will continue to bring these to you. If you're looking for life, relationship, business coaching, habit change coaching, anything in between, we would love to be of assistance to you. Please feel free to reach out at PO Perception on Twitter or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either one will give you um, the value of connecting with me, and then we can kind of see if working together is a good idea. The first thing to consider is your level of commitment. Look, we all have to admit to ourselves when we're committed to something and when we're not. Sometimes we think we're committed to something, but it gets hard, or other things take priority, or we meet somebody new and relationship takes priority, or we get a new job and other things take priority. Look, there's no such thing as not enough time. It's about priority of time, and your priority of time is directly related to what you're committed to. And so if you are willing to make proper commitments, you will reach your goals in the things you're committed to. So if you're not reaching a certain goal, a certain aspiration, a certain thing that matters to you, then chances are you're not as committed as you think you are to it. There's nothing wrong with that, but be willing to admit to yourself where your commitments truly lie, and don't deceive yourself into believing you're more committed than you actually are. There's nothing wrong with commitments changing. There's nothing wrong with having a different viewpoint than you used to have, but at the same time, it's necessary and often very helpful to begin to accept, maybe I'm not as invested as I thought. The next is do your best and only compete with being at your best on a given day. Look, a lot of times people are going to try and draw you into competition with them, or we're going to bring our own baggage and our own mind into competing with others. The reality is, most people are so worried about what other people think of them, they're not even competing with you. They're worried about whether you are trying to compete with them. And so it's all a mental game. The illusion of competition is exactly that. It's illusionary. Most people are so concerned about what's going on as it relates to themselves. They're not worried about what's going on with you. And if everyone had the viewpoint that in reality competition was minimal, not maximal, then there'd be issues there. Realize that how you spend your time, how you spend your money, how you spend your value is a reflection on not necessarily who you are, but what you value. And so, do a evaluation on the things that matter to you. Do an evaluation on the things that are going to lead you forward, and also do an evaluation on the things that you are looking at that may be holding you back. A lot of times we hold ourselves back for a number of reasons, not limited to the fact that what we want, what we need, and what we're willing to accept may be three different points of attraction in our lives. And so that becomes super toxic and quite frustrating in a lot of cases, not because we're bad people or because we don't have the knowledge or the strength or the goodness to do anything that's going to lead us in a positive direction, but more because at the end of the day, we are struggling to make smart decisions. The next thing is how you invest your time, how you invest your energy will show in what you have to show for yourself at the end of the day. So if you don't like where you are in your life, look at your emotional, mental, physical, financial investments and go, wait a second, where I am is a result of my investments. Understand that when you uh, are willing to work on things and work smart, your investments will eventually pay off. Unfortunately, we live in an instantaneous need society, which often leads us to people believing indirectly that if it doesn't happen immediately, if it doesn't happen right now, it'll never happen or it won't pay off or we're just wasting our time or wasting our energy or whatever. But that is not in any way the proper case of ways to look at things because anything can change in any given moment. Therefore, all things are possible in a given moment, and we begin to value that in a different way. So, hopefully, we begin to connect on a deeper way, and ultimately, that's where that begins to balance. So, in any event, we continue to connect on a deeper level. Until next time, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.